In the heart of Lagos, there lived a girl named Chidinma, but nobody called her that anymore. Now they called her Candy, the blonde-wigged, tight-dressed girl who made men empty their wallets with just a smile. 3 years ago, Chidinma was not Candy. She was the first child of Papa and Mama Okafor, living in a Face Me I Face You compound in Mushin. She had just gained admission to study law at University of Lagos, her father's greatest pride. "My daughter will be a lawyer," Papa Okafor would tell anyone who cared to listen. "She will wear black and white, carry big books, and argue case for Supreme Court. But God has a way of changing our plans, Abi." 2 months before resumption, Papa collapsed at his bus conductor work. Stroke. The doctor said he needed in 2.5 million for surgery. Where would a poor family find such money? The man could not even afford to buy pure water. Mama tried everything. She sold her wrapper, her jewelry, even the small kiosks she managed. She borrowed from neighbors until no one would answer her knock. She went to their village people, but they said, "Okafor family has money to pay back?" Chidinma watched her father waste away in that hospital bed for 3 months. No money, no surgery, no hope. Until one day, her secondary school friend, Blessing, now calling herself Bambi, visited with Brazilian hair, designer bag, and iPhone latest. "Chidinma, why you they suffer like this? You fine girl, you get sense, you know book. There are men, big men, who can help you. Just small friendship. You collect money, you help your papa, everybody happy. Na business, my dear, na survival." That night, Chidinma looked at her father's skeletal frame, at her mother's tear-stained face, at her younger sister Ngozi, who had stopped going to school because of fees. She made a decision that would haunt her forever. She borrowed a wig from Blessing, squeezed herself into a tight dress that made breathing difficult, and followed her friend to Victoria Island, where the big men play. And that was how Chidinma became Candy. The money came fast, too fast. Chief Emeka, a married politician with 3 children, gave her in 500,000 after just one dinner. She didn't want to think about what his eyes promised when he touched her hand. Alhaji Musa, the oil and gas contractor, gave her in 300,000 and a Gucci bag after she attended his party and laughed at his jokes. She sold the bag the next day. Mr. Adeyemi, the banker, sent her in 200,000 every week just to have her number and check on her. She never answered his late-night calls, but she answered his bank alerts. Within 4 months, she had raised the money. Papa got his surgery. He survived. The family rejoiced. Mama cooked jollof rice and chicken, real chicken, not gizzard, and they praised God. "Chidinma, my daughter, you are our savior," Mama cried, not knowing the price her daughter had paid. But Chidinma, she could not stop. Because poverty, my dear, poverty is like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. House rent was due, and 350,000 for self-contained in Surulere, and Ngozi needed school fees for JSS 3, and 85,000. Papa needed physiotherapy, in 40,000 monthly. Mama's petty trading needed capital, in 150,000. Food, light bill, water, transport. Mama's high blood pressure drugs. The list never ended, so Chidinma kept going to the clubs, kept smiling at men old enough to be her father, kept pretending she didn't see her reflection in the bathroom mirror, the dead eyes staring back at her. She bought a small flat in Lekki, not for herself, God forbid, but to show her friends she was successful. She bought designer clothes, fixed her hair, nails, and made her skin lighter with creams that burned like fire. Because in that world, packaging is everything. Her university admission expired. Her dreams of becoming a lawyer buried under wigs and false eyelashes. Her real name almost forgotten. But every rope gets to its breaking point, Abby. One night, after a particularly difficult meeting with a client who thought his money bought ownership of her body, Candy sat in her empty Lekki apartment, all leather furniture and plasma TV, but no peace, and she broke down. She looked at herself in the mirror, the blonde wig, the heavy makeup covering the exhaustion, the tight dress that had become her uniform. She didn't recognize herself. Her phone rang. It was Ngozi, her younger sister, video calling. Ngozi, voice excited. Sister Chidinma, I got the best result in my class. First position. The teacher said I should study law like you wanted to. I want to be like my big sister, smart and successful. That word, successful. It pierced her heart like a dagger. Ngozi saw her sister's tears. Sister, why are you crying? Are you not happy for me? I'm happy, Ngozi, very happy. But her voice cracked like broken china. That night, Mama called. Someone from their compound had seen Chidinma at a club in Victoria Island. The rumors had started spreading like wildfire in Harmattan. Mama, voice heartbroken. Chidinma, my daughter, people are talking. They are saying things. Please tell me it is not true. Tell me my daughter has not sold her dignity for money. Silence. What could she say? That every naira they spent came from her pain? That their comfortable life was built on her shame? That she had become exactly what she swore she would never be? Mama, she whispered, I did it for us. For Papa's surgery, for rent, for Ngozi's school fees, for food, for everything. Mama, but at what cost, Chidinma? At what cost? If I knew the price, I would have chosen poverty. We would have managed. We would have… Chidinma, no. Candy, no. The broken shell of a girl who lost her name stared at the N1.2 million in her account. Blood money, soul money, money that could never buy back what she had lost. Sometimes, my people, we have to lose ourselves to find ourselves. The next morning, Candy did something she hadn't done in 3 years. She removed the wig, washed off the makeup, threw away the tight dresses. She looked in the mirror and said one word, Chidinma, her real name, her true self. She went home to Mushin, to the Face Me, I Face You compound where it all started. Her mother opened the door, saw her daughter, truly saw her, for the first time in years, and they both collapsed into each other's arms, crying. Chidinma, Mama, I'm sorry. I thought I was saving us, but I was killing myself. I cannot continue like this. I cannot. Mama, my daughter, we will survive. We always have. But I need you alive, not this ghost you have become. That day, Chidinma made a new plan, not a plan of survival through selling her soul, but a plan of rebuilding through dignity. She got a job as a salesgirl in a shop on Lagos Island. The pay was N45,000 monthly, peanuts compared to what she used to make. But it was clean money, honest money. She registered for evening classes to write Jamb again. This time, she would go to university. For real. She moved back home to Mushin, leaving the Lekki apartment and that life behind. It wasn't easy. They struggled. Some days they ate once. Some days the landlord threatened them. Some days Chidinma wanted to go back to that easy money. But Ngozi would look at her with those admiring eyes and say, Sister, I want to be like you, strong and educated, and Chidinma would remember why she stopped. 2 years later, Chidinma gained admission again. This time, she resumed. She's in her second year now, studying law, working part-time, and yes, still struggling. But when she looks in the mirror now, she recognizes the face looking back. She knows her name. She knows her worth. Chidinma. I almost lost myself trying to save my family, but I learned that the greatest poverty is not lack of money, it's the loss of yourself. And no family is truly saved if one member is destroyed in the process. This is the story of the girl who walked through fire and came out whole, not unchanged, but unbroken. Remember her story. Share her story. And if you find yourself at that crossroads where desperation whispers ugly solutions, remember, there is always another way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story because someone out there needs to hear it.